Dragon Ball community, welcome back to another video. We're going to be doing another set 27 deck building video. This time we're going to be doing Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, which, I'll be honest, I don't understand this leader. I'll be honest. So he starts off as Majin Vegeta, and then he becomes Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. It's weird. I don't understand it, but I'm dubbing this deck Dark Vegeta. So this is a deck that actually utilizes both red and black Saiyan cards, which is really cool. This is arguably might be my favorite deck now in the game. My favorite deck currently, you guys have watched the videos long enough. Cumber is my favorite leader. It's been my favorite leader. It's just not, unfortunately, a great deck competitively to play. But I do still love playing it from time to time. This deck might be my new favorite leader just to play just across competitive and just for fun. It's a red leader that plays red and black cards, which is super fun. So we'll go over the leader first, and I built a deck, I think honestly the list is pretty. You can probably just copy and paste this list and do really well with it. To be honest with you, I'm not including like a side deck or anything, but you can probably you probably can just play this main deck and then just do very well. I'll be honest with you. It's I spent a lot of time trying to build this deck. Hopefully everything's right. I read everything. So activate main. Send the top 2 cards of your deck to the warp. Send 1 card in your hand to the warp. Draw 2. So it could be any card. When you have 5 or more Saiyans in the warp, which is essentially the same thing as God Trunks, right? Draw 2, and then add cards from your life until you have 6 left. When your Saiyan card attacks, send 1 red or black Saiyan card from your warp to the drop. What's cool about this effect is this is not limit 1. So anytime one of your Saiyans attack, you basically replenish a card from your warp to your drop. Alright? Activate main. Send 1 Saiyan from your hand to the warp. Draw 2. This is any color, red or black. And then activate battle. Use 1 red Saiyan with an energy cost of 5. With 5k combo from your warp and a combo with its skills negated. So you get the free combo as well, right? So we get to draw without attacking. We get to replenish our drop area. And we get a free combo once per turn. Man, this deck is super cool. Super cool deck. So, we'll start with the 1-drops here. So these are innate Saiyan power. We have Trunks, Gotenks. Permanent, if you have 2 or more Saiyans in the warp, reduces card cost by 2, which Goten has the same exact effect, right? When this card's played, search top 5, add it to 1 red Saiyan card to your hand and shuffle. And then activate main if your leader is a red Vegeta and you have 4 or more energy. Place up to 4 total red and or black Saiyans from your warp into your drop. So there's a reason, as you'll see, that you want to be able to do this where you can kind of recycle your drop area. Alright? Gotenks is a hard draw, which I don't know why they have it here, but it's on the card. And this has the same exact effect, where you get to place up to 4 red or black Saiyans from your warp into your drop. Alright? Then we start getting into the battle cards we can play. So we have this Super Saiyan 3 Sun Goku Penetrating Fist, 20k critical. If your leader is red Vegeta, your opponent has 3 more energy, you draw a card, play this card from your hand, then place 2 red or black Saiyans from your warp into your drop. You're going to see this on a lot of the card effects where you're just able to just replenish. If your opponent's life is 3 or more and this card is in battle, when your opponent activates a counter skill, deal 1 damage to your opponent. Burn damage from 8 to 3 you have access to, right? Or 8 to 2 technically. Yeah, it's a very good card. It's a very good card. We have Super Saiyan Son Goku, 20 dual deflect. Same effect as before. You just don't draw. When this card attacks, you choose one of your opponent's battle cards and minuses by 15k. So this card's going to minus something by 15k twice, which is nice. You can kind of kill some small blockers and still swing into cards. For Super Saiyan 2 Son Goku, or Son Gohan, this is a negate. If your leader is a red Frieza, you have 4 more Saiyans in your warp, reduces card's cost by 4, so it's a 1 cost. When this card is played, draw 1, then place up to 1 red or black Saiyan from your warp into your drop. So this is also a battle card negate that draws you a card, so it cycles a card, and then also it cycles a card back to your drop. For super combo, I just pick Raditz. If all of your energy is red, you can use this card. Bottom deck, draw 1 or draw 2. It's a Saiyan, so it's technically searchable. There is a world where you can play the Piccolo, which is the Piccolo Junior, which is the same effect, but you just need 2 Z energy, which might actually be better in this deck. Now this is where the deck starts to get a little bit fun. So we're gonna be playing this card here, Dark Broly, Spirit Boost, Berserker. So this card is also treated as black in all areas, but this is a red card that also is treated as black when it needs to be. So for an effect like Raditz, right? If all of your energy is red, so all of your energy does count as red because it is a Dark Broly here. This Dark Broly is a red card, so you can still use your super combo. But for cards like Hunt of the Demon God, which is, if you guys don't know, it's this guy here. All right, this guy here, counter, says if all of your energy is the same color, this would not count, so you can't play that card in this deck. Also, you can't play the red one, which is let me see if I have it here. Hidden Ambition. This one I have to find out. I think it might work, but Hidden Ambition, this guy, is a counter if all of your energy is mono red. I don't think it counts as mono red. But it is also a mono red card. So I don't know. That part I have to figure out because they don't actually play red. But I also don't agree with some of the rulings, how stuff is, because it's all based on interpretation sometimes. So regardless, if you can't play both of those, you basically don't have access to a counter. So that kind of is a weird thing. So that's just something to keep in mind with this. Now we're going to go over the Bloodthirsty Saiyans. So this is the black portion of the deck, right? And by the way, for this card, I'm not ever playing this card. I'm charging it. Just so you know. This is searchable off the trunks. It is a 5k red card, so we use it for a combo. It's searchable off trunks. It can be pitched off of your leader effect. You can put it back with any of your leader effects or any of your other cards. So it's just good synergy, like a check lane for the deck. So we have these guys here. So both of these cards have the same effect. Vegeta and Goku Black. If your leader is this leader, and you send 6 Saiyan cards other than this card from your drop to your owner's warp, play this card from your warp. So you have to send 6 cards. Now, how I'm interpreting this effect, it's not saying copies of this card. It's specifically talking about this card in general. So it's saying this card. So if this card's in your warp, you have to send, this card's in your drop area. You need to send 6 other cards other than this card to the warp, right? If this card's already in your warp, you can just send 6 cards and play this card from your warp, okay? This card's played, your opponent warps a card from their hand. That's really good. It's a 15k free attacker. Vegeta does the same thing, but he's Servant, so he's a 25k body. Now this problem, I'm going to try to figure out a way where we can kind of segue this card back into the deck. I know I can play some of the Overlord's cards, but I need to figure out what is the best combination stuff. I just don't know yet. Trying to brainstorm a little bit. There is a Broly, which I don't think I included in this deck. But the Broly is an 8 cost. I might have included it. I actually don't remember. I don't think I did. But Broly is 30k, costs 1 red. You have to send 10 cards to the warp. And then it comes into play as a 30k and warps anything ignoring barrier. That's okay. I don't think we actually need that card in the deck. We have access to a better barrier removal card. But before we get there, we have Son Goku Unlimited Potential. This is one of the SRs. It's a barrier blocker. When you use a card in the combo, switches card to active mode. So, play it for 1. You have 3 more energy. Negates a battle card by 20k. Very good card, right? What this does, as a double blocker, or a double attacker, right? For double attacker, you can get your leader effect off twice. You can swing it with this card or block with this card and then utilize your leader effect to combo card to then restand it as a blocker again, or to restand it as a blocker after you've attacked with it. There's a lot of utility you can do with this card. This might be a 4-off, but I put 3 just because I am running a 60 card deck here. Because we are kind of a burst deck a little bit, and I'm going to show you why. We have 3 defeating the demon, Red leader, we have access to this. We're going to build a lot of Z energy. This card's going to be really powerful still. Still a super strong card. We have 3 striking a weak point. So before people freak out and they didn't hear this part and they just skipped to the very end and looked at the deck list and they said, hey, I'm playing a card that says you need a red leader. This is probably where you should pay attention a little bit. So the Overwhelm effect is live regardless of what leader you are. This auto is live regardless of what leader you are. The counterplay is the only part that is locked to a black leader. Technically, this part's not locked to a black leader, but the actual playing effect is, right? So we don't care about this part of the text. I don't care. Overwhelm 5, Burst 2. Draw a card, add a card from your hand to your Z energy, and then warp a battle card 5 cost or less. Why I'm choosing this as my main Overwhelm? For 2 reasons. 1, it is a Saiyan. It's a black Saiyan, 5 cost combo, right? 2, this is a great Overwhelm to play in this deck. This actually allows us to put more cards into our drop area, right? So we're warping 5 cards to play this guy. We're putting 2 of them instantly back into the drop area. Then when this card attacks, we're putting another card back into the drop area. So we're putting 3 back already, right? This is great because you can kind of circumvent running these Overwhelm cards because all of your other cards put cards back into the drop area. So now you're able to recycle and replenish and consistently Overwhelm, where in other decks that are not black decks, you're not really able to do that. So we can warp a 5 cost, we get to see a new card, and we get to charge a card from our hand, so we get to see a brand new card. So this is actually why we're running 60 cards, because of this card here being a very, very powerful Overwhelm, and people should try to utilize it more. I don't know why people don't. I think this card's very good. Again, just the Overwhelm portion of things by itself is already really good. We have 2 Super Saiyan Vegeta Power Release. This is the new promo that came out in January. Blocker, counter attack, play this card. She has 1 cards and he gets 30k for the battle. If your leader is red, you can activate this counter skill by adding 1 card from your life to your hand, and then sending 2 Saiyans from your drop to the warp instead of paying its energy cost. So it says Saiyans. So again, black or red Saiyans. And then we get a blocker and a free 30k combo, basically, to basically stop whatever attack is that our opponent's doing. This card also, again, bursts 2, right? Puts a card in the Z energy, which allows the defeating the demon to come online a little bit earlier. But then also we're putting 2 cards in the drop area, and hopefully they're Saiyans, and then now we have access to this. So you can see just the little points of synergy where, like, a lot of your little spicy tech cards end up kind of working with each other. Another kind of tech card here, we can play Bardock the Tenacious in a red deck, which is really cool. So you just, for 1 black, opponent can only attack battle cards once next turn. This is a little bit better than using Explosive Dance sometimes, just depending on the situation, because this is going to stop them completely. They get one battle card attack the entire turn. Explosive Dance you can kind of swing through. Our barrier removal, we have 4 Super Saiyan Cumbers, Assailants, Fury. You have to absorb a Cumber from the drop or the deck. You warp a battle card ignoring barrier, less than the card in your Z deck. If you have 4 or more, this card gains double strike. Secret Rare, Evil Saiyan. Super fun. Being able to play Evil Saiyan in a, because it's nothing is leader locked to red or black or whatever it is. You can just play, you just need 2 black energy, which is why we charge the Dark Brolys. And yeah, we have just a super strong Seeker right now. Of course, you're like, oh, well, if you don't charge these, then you can't use your Seeker. You're completely right. There's going to be times where I might have to charge one of these, and this is probably why I'm going to end up switching to playing Piccolo Super Combo, just in case I need to charge a black and I don't have access to this guy, right? So you have to think of little things like that on the fly, but this card's super good, right? Burning a life, killing a card, ignoring barrier, stealing a card. What is there not to like, right? What is there not to like? Then we have Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, innate Saiyan power. This is a 2-drop. If your leader's red, draw a card, 3 more energy, and then you place 3 cards from your drop into your warp. Or you warp into your drop, sorry. When this card's played or removed by the battle area by a skill, choose one of your opponent's battle card unisons and it gets minus 30k for the turn. So this basically can just kill anything, which is really cool. And it's a double striker. So we don't need to play a ton of them because a lot of our cards cost 1, so we don't want to play a ton of 2 costs, but it is a pretty good 2 cost to play. 4 Explosive Dance because we're playing a red deck. 1 Imposing Presence for extra defense, and then 2 Testing the Ops because we're with the red deck, we just need some extra defense. So for the Z deck, I got one of the Mighty Blasts, which is crazy how expensive this card is, but we are a Red Leader. We need a Z extra so we can use Explosive Dance. One of the Super Saiyan for Gogeta Bold Arrivals, and I did not include, you guys can see, I did not include like ratios for these. These are just all the cards that I would probably fit into this deck, okay? So Gogeta is a Deflect. He gets reduced by 1 black for each Saiyan in your Warp, meaning at the very, very max, or minimum, he can cost 2 red. 25k, send 1 Saiyan from your Warp to your drop. When this card or your opponent's battle card is played, get the minus a battle card by 20k. And this is once per turn. So when you play this card, you can warp a card from your drop to minus something by 20k. It's cool. It is probably more so in matchups where you just need the extra removal and you know they're going to play a battle card. So you can just play this, warp, you just kill this, you know, play something, play this, kill something. Next turn they play the first card they play, you use this to kill it. The second thing they play, you kill it with this. The third thing they play, you kill with this. Well, you can't use this on their turn, but you know what I mean. Like, you can use this to kill them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have, like, different tools where you can just kind of remove stuff. And then we got Super Saiyan Vegeta Barrage. Again, you do not need a red. You don't need a black leader. Triple attack, deflect, permanent. If you have a battle card with Overwhelm or Dark Overwhelm in play, reduce this card's cost and your Z energy by 2. So it's a 2 cost for 3 Z energy, which you'll build a lot. Which we have Overwhelm, of course. We have Bardock. We have this guy. And then he's going to swing 30k 3 times. Unless you're playing against a black deck. But that's really, really good. Just extra battle card attacks, right? We have Super Saiyan 4, Son Goku Cross-Dimensional Fighting Spirit. Again, a card that does not need a black leader. Warp anything, and then you remove 10 total cards, and it's a 1-drop 25 double striker. Right? They didn't make any of this stuff leader locked or color locked. Then we have one of the SRs, SS Gogeta, Bold Arrival, Deflect, Unique, Double Strike Barrier. You have 3 more energy when this card is played from the owner's Z deck. Instead of paying this card's cost, you may place 1 Goku and 1 Vegeta from your Warp into the owner's drop and pay 1 colorless energy. Again, allowing us to either use a black or a red. And then you just put a Goku and a Vegeta back. So Goku, right? Goku, Vegeta, Goku, and I don't have another Vegeta target. Oh yeah, this guy here, right? We have defending good old Defender of Life, right? Burning a damage. It's always good. Barrier, double striker. And then we have this guy. If you have a battle card that's 30k power or more and play a red battle card, you reduce this card's cost by 2. When it's played, KO one of your opponent's battle cards 30k, and then choose one of your red battle cards 30k power or more and place this in the owner's drop. This card gets 9k in double striker, so it's a 25k double striker. So you have extra double strikers here as well. This card can probably be cut, but you just have so much you can do with this. And again, this is just a very simple build. I wanted to go more with the black cards just because I do play black primarily. So that's why I added a lot of the stuff in there. You also can take this stuff out and just play red. But I think this is more fun this way. So that's the Vegeta deck. Yeah, I'm very excited about this. This is my favorite deck I've seen in a while. I probably will buy the All-Dart Leader, which I think I only own Cooler because that's the only one that I really liked. And they didn't show off a Mechikabura one yet, at least from the making of this video. So if they show that off, I might look into getting that. But the Vegeta I'm going to play. And this deck's gonna be super fun, super fun. I'll probably make some changes to this, of course, when we start getting into like regional season. But I feel like this deck's gonna be one of the best decks for one that's coming out this set, but also during the next format. So thank you guys for watching. As always, like and subscribe if you guys do enjoy the content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.